EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the start. Here's Smith. Oh, and they come after him right away, and definitely goes on the first play of the game. They'll go play action. It's Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Seattle. Off the play fake. Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Seattle. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. To throw, Smith. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Take go.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
60 bicep, 60, 70. 18, Pioneer.
They send Sutton in motion.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Trap goal 80. Tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Here's Nix to throw. That one caught Devon Vele. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Come 19, come 19.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was. And how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball into maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone? You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Smith to throw on first down. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Smith next. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Lockett headed in motion. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. He is in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
First and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Second down and 8.
Come on. Set. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2.
Set. Head to 60. Head to 60. Shot alert. Shot alert. Ready.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. Williams, first down, and he's not done. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Broncos. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
No! Cowboy 80! Panther 11! Panther 11! Go!
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Spiking 18! Trap 60! Trap 60!
Nick's now on 1st and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down and 3. Throw it. Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is caught. What a throw. Portland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Smith to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. Smith. Time will run out on him as he's taken down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, Smith. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Alert, alert. Check out.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he's going to be taken down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he will dive into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Geno. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
A first down throw for Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Lockett wide open. They lost him. He's got it. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here we go.
Geno to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Brown. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, son.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Lockett headed in motion. Play action now. It's Geno. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down. Smith now to throw on first down. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And the Broncos are going to take over here at the...
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
13 there.
Throwing is Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now Geno. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Tag. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Viking 18. Cougar 19. Check, check. Hut.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Powerful running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And now they'll shift things around.
Reload, reload. No, no.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. And I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
70 Lion. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Williams will try again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
79 Bronco.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims from 8 yards out. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Smith.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Smith.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Geno now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. In motion right goes Sutton.
To throw from his end zone. Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw from his end zone. Nix.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
In motion right goes Sutton.
To throw from his end zone. Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Second down and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18. Check, Panther.
Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Cougar, 19. 70 range, 70 range.
Nix to the air.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rambo 80.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
70 Lion. Top low 18.
Here's Nix.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go, hey.
Now Smith.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Look.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Play action. It's Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Shaq. 19 Lions.
Now it's Nix.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Slot man moves right.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
In motion, the tight end. Smith.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Check 59, check 59, cover, cover.
Here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
To throw is Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The final shot here before break. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the slant, it's Fant. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 50, it's Smith. falls here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
66 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, wide open, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 89 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
Now Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Charbonnet.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backward.